The snow had fallen heavy that winter, blanketing the small mountain town of Silver Pines in a silence so thick it seemed to swallow every sound. For 3 days, the storm had howled through the valleys, shuttering roads and isolating the few scattered cabins along the ridge. By the fourth morning, the skies finally cleared, leaving behind an untouched world of white. Sheriff Daniel Hayes was on patrol when he saw them. Footsteps. They started at the edge of Highway 7, where the snowplows hadn't yet reached, and stretched into the forest. Human footprints, crisp and deep, cutting straight into the endless woods. At first he thought little of it. People hiked out here sometimes, though rarely in the dead of winter. But what unsettled him was how fresh they looked. Snow had stopped falling only an hour earlier, and these tracks were perfect, as though someone had just passed. Crazy fool, he muttered, pulling his coat tighter. The temperature hovered near zero, and no one in their right mind would be trekking into the woods without gear. Daniel parked his cruiser on the shoulder, stepped out, and followed the prints. They led deeper into the trees, weaving between tall pines heavy with snow. His boots crunched in rhythm with his breath, clouds fogging in front of him. He radioed to dispatch, but the signal crackled and died. Typical. Cell and radio coverage had always been spotty out here. The deeper he went, the quieter it became. The forest swallowed sound, dampened by snow. The only thing guiding him was that single trail of footsteps. Left, right, left. Right. Steady, human. Then, after about half a mile, the prince stopped. He blinked, heart thudding. The trail ended abruptly in a small clearing, as though the person had stepped into the open and vanished. The snow was smooth beyond that point. No return prints, no drag marks, nothing. He knelt, brushing his gloved hand across the last indent. It was sharp and defined, no melting, no drift covering it. Whoever made it had been here minutes ago. But where were they now? A cold unease settled in his chest. He stood scanning the clearing. The silence pressed on him harder than the cold. He turned in a slow circle, every instinct screaming that he wasn't alone. Then he heard it. A crunch. Soft, deliberate, not his, somewhere behind him. He spun, flashlight beam slicing through the trees. Nothing, just snow-laden branches, still and heavy. "Hello?" His voice cracked in the stillness. "Sheriff Hayes, you need help?" Silence. Another crunch, this time to his left. He swung the beam again. Nothing. His pulse spiked. Whoever it was, they were close, but moving without leaving tracks. His breath quickened, each exhale louder than he wanted. "Not funny," he muttered, hand resting on his holster. He backed toward the last footprint, trying to anchor himself. Then he saw it. More tracks, appearing behind him one after another, as if pressed into the snow by invisible feet. They walked toward him slowly, each step sinking deep and deliberate. He stumbled back, flashlight shaking. Jesus Christ! The footprints stopped just 10 feet away. The space between them and him was empty, wide open, yet the snow depressed with each phantom step. And then, silence again. He raised his gun, breath ragged, eyes darting over the untouched clearing. Nothing. No figure, no shadow, no body. Just absence. The radio on his belt hissed to life, startling him. Through the static, a voice whispered, "Daniel." His blood ran cold. That wasn't dispatch. He yanked the radio free, but the channel was dead, only static buzzing. He dropped it into the snow. The wind picked up suddenly, swirling through the clearing, erasing the tracks, all of them. The original trail, the phantom ones, every sign of life vanished as if none of it had ever been there. Panic clawed through him. He turned and bolted back the way he came, branches whipping at his coat. His boots sank deep, slowing him. The woods closed in, endless white between endless trees. After what felt like forever, he broke through the tree line onto the road. His cruiser was there, frosted over, engine still idling. Relief flooded him. He wrenched the door open and climbed inside, slamming the locks. His breath fogged the windshield as he gripped the wheel. "Get it together, Hayes," he muttered. "You didn't see—" A sound cut him off. Footsteps. Slow. Crunching. Approaching. Behind the cruiser. He froze, eyes darting to the side mirror. First, nothing but white road and trees. Then, indentations appeared in the snow. Fresh footprints, walking steadily toward his car. No figure, no person, just tracks. They stopped at the driver's side door, right beside him. His chest heaved, vision tunneling. He fumbled for the gear shift, slammed it into drive, and floored the gas. The cruiser roared forward, fishtailing on the icy road. He didn't dare look back, not until the town's lights came into view below the ridge. When he finally pulled into the sheriff's station, shaking and pale, he sat there in silence for a long time, engine humming. The snow clung to his windshield like a curtain, but before it fully covered the glass, he swore he saw it. A single wet footprint pressed onto the inside of the passenger window.